Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Spyro the Dragon 2. Now we're heading into Autumn Plains still. I figured instead I was just going to go through Crystal Glacier, and on the way here I picked up one red gem, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm just going to go ahead and get these levels done, and then on the way to the next levels, clean up this place, like I did with the last one. Let's go ahead and skip these. Who cares? I don't care enough for these little tiny cutscenes in the first place. Crystal Glacier. This is one level I don't even do at all. Now the idea here is to basically unthaw, or would it be thaw? I don't know. Thaw out these guys, these cavemen guys, and also I think if you burn those signs down there, you get a skill point for that. I'm not sure. Now you need to kill off these ice throwing snowball the guys, these wizards, because if you don't, they're going to continue to freeze the cavemen like people. Cavemen like people. There's a lot of cavemen people in this game for some reason. I don't know why. I guess Insomniac just likes the fact of cavemen for some reason. I don't know what happened to that. Okay, now we freed him. Nope. Yeah, they kind of get in your way, but that's okay. You get used to it. Iggy the Ice Builder is what they call him. Sweet. Yeah, you have these little snowballs that you can attack. Alright. Now we gotta jump up this. And... oh god, not those. Yeah, these weird drill looking rabbits. I don't know, I'm not gonna explain the anime. Just enjoy what I'm doing. Okay. I recommend probably burning them with your breath rather than charging into them. Even though I charged into that one, that's because I could. I had the chance, so I took it. Oh, there's another one. So. Yeah, make sure you try to kill as many of these guys as you can. Or take out as many as you can. Don't forget about back here. We're gonna go down there soon, don't worry. That's kind of the part I'm kind of dreading, is going down there. Also, I heard that Moneybags is voiced by the guy who did the Italian Solid Snake or something. Hello there. I don't know. That's what I've heard from my research on Wikipedia. It's pretty much where I get most of my research from, by the way. So if anybody's wondering where I get most of my information from, it's definitely Wikipedia. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else down here. Yeah, we can go down there, but let's see. We only need 15, of course. Oh man, these little spider, I don't know what to call them, spider ants? I have no idea what to call them. We're going to have to kill them all off eventually. And they do not spawn any orbs or anything like that, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick up these gems as much as I can now, and not have to worry about them later. Actually, these are not barrels, they're baskets. I don't know if I called them barrels before, but they're baskets, so if I did, I'm sorry. I messed up a word. Okay. Now, one thing is for sure, I realize that I have to finish this game now. And once I start this game, it has to be finished. I'm probably going to change that for this year, is just make sure that I finish what I can. My ideal channel for this year is to at least finish some trilogies that I started. You know, like Jack, Spyro, Crash, Sonic, of course. But Sonic's going with its own deal. That's its own project. That's not a... it is, but it's not. It's its own trilogy, but it's not. If I wouldn't have been doing this project, I probably would have been doing Sonic sometime. Eventually, so... you can blame Sonic Generation for getting me in that big old mood of Sonic. Or kind of helping me understand what Sonic games I need to play. You know, what have you. And I know I keep talking about that a lot, you know, Sonic this, Sonic that, whatever. Started to become a big old Sonic fanboy, it seems like. It's just, I don't know. For me, it's an off and on relationship with the game. Like Crash, it's like 1 minute, you know, I'm in a huge Crash mood, and the next minute, it's gone. Just like my fighting spirit, like whatever I had, my fighting game spirit. 1 minute it's there, the next it's just, who cares anymore. It's probably because of all these people that I tend to watch on YouTube, constantly watching them by fighting games, and the more you watch the same kind of game, or do this, for me at least, the more I do the same kind of game, I'm just gonna get bored of it eventually. Like platformers, I'm probably gonna end up getting like, I'm bored. I'm bored of this. Also, I knew this, but for everybody who's wondering why Spyro was not continued, it was not because of what Naughty Dog did with Crash. It's nothing like that. They didn't want to, you know. Well, Naughty Dog at least did a 4th version or something of the game. So I guess it's not all that bad, but still. The reason why is because if you noticed, Ratchet, for example, can shoot a gun. Spyro doesn't have any hands to really shoot guns. So that's why they kind of dropped Spyro from that. He couldn't hold a gun, so. Yeah. That's why Insomniac just said, Ratchet and Clank. Okay, this should be the last one. Okay. Now you get him to follow us. And there we go.
You found.
I find that kind of silly. Just Insomniac's a great company though. And after Spyro, it became all about shooting and stuff. The Ratchet Resistance and Fuse. Sunset Overdrive, probably more likely. That's an Xbox One only game too. We're heading to Xbox now. I'm not upset, but anymore. I would just really like it if they could at least. They don't have to be PlayStation exclusive still. Just at least have the PlayStation. You know, that would have been nice to see Insomniac still work on, you know, PlayStation games. Fuse is an Xbox and PC, I think, and PlayStation 3. So, I have not yet gotten a chance to play that game. I played the demo, but that's about it. I missed one. Back and hit him. If you don't kill them all in time, they'll start to respawn. That, we're starting to lose our flight. Oh, good. Yeah, now they're starting to respawn in. Well, it's because, you know, this is kind of a tad bit difficult to get through. These are all respawning probably ahead of time, not actually. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm flying, not actually gliding. But what I was thinking there So where are these other two? Oh, there's one. And then one just pooped. One just pooped, I don't know where he pooped. Could be anywhere right now. I hate this part so much. But yeah, I mean, Ratchet series is an overall decent series. It's nothing that I don't like. Just, I prefer the Spyro series. You know, because Spyro to me is a little more nostalgic, and I didn't play Ratchet until Tools of Destruction came. That's bad. I didn't know what the hell a Ratchet was. You know, so. And after I played the demo for Tools of Destruction, and then I went and bought Size Matters for the PlayStation Portable because I didn't have a lot of PlayStation Portable games. I had like God of War, and that's about it, really. Then I had Deadhead Fred, which is one of my all-time favorite games. At least my third or second favorite, at least. It's in the top 5, that's for sure. That's definitely up there. I could just do Metroid Speedway and get that over with, but knowing how the last one went, that's not going to work. How long that took to beat. It took like 15 minutes for one stupid level. These levels usually generate about 15 to 20 minutes. But this is kind of a decently short game in terms of progression, so it's not that big of a deal. But after that, I started getting into the Ratchet series. I started wanting to know more what happened, how it worked. And every time I think about Ratchet & Clank 1, I think about the days when I would watch a lot of videos of Ratchet & Clank 1 and try to figure out what it was all about. And it looked so cool and interesting and what have you. And later I bought it and I enjoyed it a little bit. For the longest time, I thought that was my favorite. And then I didn't like 2 because 2 kind of screwed me up a lot. It felt like it was. It wasn't buggy at all. It was just me being an idiot. Not understanding the difference between buggy and not, it seems like. And then Ratchet 3 is probably, out of the 3, the best. And then you have Ratchet Deadlocked, which out of the originals, PlayStation 2, I think is the best. That is a fun game. First time I played that was at my friend's house. Because I went over there. No, what happened is, after I started playing Ratchet & Clank for a little bit, I asked him if he had it, and he said, yeah, I do. Or I asked him if he ever played it, and he said, yeah, I have like all 3 and stuff, or something like that. I'm like, oh, okay, sweet. So let's play them. And I started playing them, and I didn't know who it was made by either. So, you know, I had no idea it was made by the people who made Spyro. I thought it was made by the people who made Crash, because they had the same idea as Crash, where the TNT crates would go off and what have you if you touch them. If you hit them, they break and blow up. Boom. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's just like Crash. He's like, yeah, it pretty much is, yeah, whatever. Did stuff like that, so. I don't really see that friend anymore, but still, you know, that's kind of how it went down. That's how I found out about Ratchet & Clank was a good idea to invest in. Later the HD collection came out, I didn't buy it. Not really. My friend bought it, so I bought the Jack and Daxter collection. And there was that. You know, because then after he started selling my other friend started selling his PlayStation, he gave me all of his PlayStation 2 games and said I could sell whatever I wanted, just, here you go. And I kept the Jack series, and I played Jack with him before he gave them to me. But then that's the day that I wanted to play Jack, and out of nowhere, here he comes. PlayStation 2 games, all yours. I'm like, oh, okay, so whip in this crap. And then he told me, start from 1, 2, 3, and then all of a sudden I got mad at number 1 and just went on to the 2 and 3, and I'm like, this is so cool. Interesting stories are interesting, I guess. That's not really interesting. It's just me blabbing on about whatever the hell I want to blab on about. Well, guys, we're nearing close to the end of the episode, so Let's see where we can go to next time. More than likely, I'll stay down here. I'm gonna have to. We got all 2 orbs here. Finished the level. That's a good thing. There are at least a few more levels we have to finish here, so yeah, there's quite a bit. We're 98% done on the planes. Have about 11 more gems to go, so we're gonna head probably to Skilos Badlands. Actually, wait, come to think of that, I don't want to. Speaking of which, let's just get this activated now. I'll get rid of him.
Legend.
Gotta get rid of most of my gems here. Save it, so. Yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. So take care, everybody.